Hello everyone. Today I will talk about our software called Beefit that we created with my teammates. First of all, I would like to introduce my teammates. Selen Yıldırım, this person is me and I served as the group leader in the team. My friend Yağız Gürdamar was interested in our software works and my friend Zeynep Buse Tosuner was more interested in our design works. Let's look at Beefit. What is the problem? Obesity and starvation is considered one of the world's biggest problems, although a deadly disease such as obesity seems to be the problem of some countries. The whole world is increasingly falling into the palms of this disease. The past 33 years has been the period in which obesity has been studied most intensively. According to data collected from 188 different countries over this 33-year period, obesity has increased by 28% among adults worldwide and by 47% among children. 13% of adults is considered obese as of 2016. In other words, while the number of obese and underweight people in the world was around 857 million in the 1980s, this number exceeded 2.1 billion in 2013. 2.1 billion, which means almost 1 out of every 3 people in the world is obese, while just 8.8% of men and 9.7% of women are underweight. Uh, what is our motivation? Another problem is that people cannot decide what to eat during the diet process. They know how much of each nutrition they should get during the diet, but they do not know exactly from which meals they can get from these nutritions. Our program is to help people eat healthy amount of food according to their weight. Let's look at what is BeFit. BeFit is a software we have created for the user to prepare a diet list in your weight loss or gain or keep process. The user can think of this software as a smart dietitian or healthy food planner. In the first place, it calculates the user's daily calorie and nutritional needs. Later on, prepares a special daily menu for the user. What is our goal? The main purpose of our BeFit project is to offer different menus to our users according to their daily calorie needs. And if the user uses this program in a daily basis, it will help the user according to their wish, whether it is for losing weight, gain weight, or just keep track of their healthy shape. How to use BeFits? First of all, if the user is not registered into the system, the user can create an account by creating a username. Then the program will ask the user to create a password. This password must follow the security requirements such as length, capital letters, and symbols. Then the program will ask information from the user. The user must enter gender, weight, height, daily movement of the day, desired weight, and age. In case the user is not an adult over 18, the program will terminate itself. After getting these information for the first time, the program will suggest the aim for the user according to the user's BMI. Finally, the program will demonstrate meal plans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the day. If the user enters the program the next day and enters the new day's weights, the program will continue to work until it reaches the desired weight. If not, the user can use the app as long as they wish. How long can a user use the app? Until the user reaches their target weight, our application will offer the user different and delicious diet menus. Then, if the user's aim is just to keep track of their healthy shape, then they can restart the program with a different aim. Let's look at benefits of BeFit. First of all, our program helps the user to keep a healthy weight. The other point is that the program helps the user to keep track of their weight. The program guides users the right aim for their weight according to their BMI, and the program offers different meal plans every single day. Conclusion: as a result, we have produced software that offers menu suggestions for what people can eat for each meal based on their daily calorie needs during the weight loss gain process. Thanks to our software, people will get rid of the problem of what to eat today while losing or gaining weight. Thanks to listen to me. Finally, I would also like to point out that our group worked in a highly motivated and synchronized way in group work. So I want to thank all my teammates.
I will explain how our project Beefit actually works on our Python terminal with our txt files. Now, if I go through the code, we can see that it started with the function def_first_entrance. It's only for the users who create an account for the first time. With the input user exists, it asks the question of, do you already have an account? If the answer here is no, then the program will ask the user to create a username first. We can see that there is no restriction here. Then it will ask for a password, but we created this inside a while loop because if the user tries to enter a password which doesn't satisfy the requirements, then it will ask again until the user enters a valid password. By valid password, we mean that the password should consist at least of 8 characters, it should consist one capital letter and one number. And then we should gather more information about the user because it's their first time using this program. We should gather the information about their gender, their weight, their current weight, their height, and their age. In our project plan, we specified that users who are under age 18 cannot use this program since it wouldn't be healthy for them to, let's say, try to lose weight. That's why there's a restriction here. And then there's a daily movement variable. When we try to calculate calories for day, we need the daily movement because it will help us guide to user to gain or lose weight in the correct amount. We also specified the daily movement, which can be 0, 1, and 2. If the user doesn't know what to enter, then the user can enter -1 for more details. Later on, the program will ask for aim, which could be gain weight, lose weight, or just keep in shape. And lastly, for the new user, it will ask the desired weight for the new user because when the user has reached its desired weight, the program will stop working. Then it will write all of these new user information into a file called unicolon.txt. All the information will be stored there. As we said in the beginning, all of these were for if user exists equals to no. Well, if the user exists equals yes, then the program will greet the old user by saying welcome back OB. If the user enters anything else except yes or no, then it will print invalid. Then there is a BMI calculation to guide the user for the right aim. If the user's BMI is underweight, then it will suggest to gain weight. But all in all, the decision will be left for the user. It also asks the user if the user would like to know the BMI calculation. If the answer is no, it will print out it's your choice, and if the user prints anything else, it will print invalid input. In this next function, there is a calorie calculation for men and later on women. Since the calorie calculation is different in women and men, these required separate functions. The next function is for making the list. We separated our list into 3 categories of protein, carbs, and fat. We also wanted the output of the meal plans consist of maximum 3 of the given food on txt files. And by opening the txt files, we separated them into breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans. Dinner and lunch plans are together since both of them can consist of the same food, and each of them consisted of protein, carb, and fat lists of their own. And then we printed these breakfast, lunch, and dinner lists. And here, If the user exists equals to yes, which means the user already has an account, then there should be some checking for security. If the user's username and password is not on list 1, then it will ask again and again until the user enters the correct username and password. If the user enters the correct ones, then it will log into their account, which also means it will access their information from the txt file which has been saving the data for the user. Then it will greet the user and ask for daily movement. Then it will ask for the new weight of the day. If the user's input of new weight is flawed, then it will ask again. And if the new weight equals to the desired weight, we can see here, then only then it can print out the meal plans if they're not equal. Because if they're equal, then the program has reached its purpose and then it can just terminate itself. Then if the new weight doesn't equal to desired weight, only then it could print out the meal plans. The else here means that if the user exists equals to yes, which will lead to the user to the first function of first entrance. Well, that was the explanation of the code. Now let's try to use it. By the way, let me show you the txt files. This is the new user's txt files. This is the dinner plan, and this is the breakfast. So let's try to run this program. Do you already have an account? Let's start by saying no. Username, let's say it's Buse. Password, let's try some invalid password first. Let's say Buse2001, which doesn't have any capital letters. It should consist at least one capital letter. Let's say Buse2 your password should consist at least one number. Now I'm printing the right one. Yes, password satisfied the requirements. Now I should enter gender, woman, my weight, 48, my height, my age. Let's say that I'm under 18. Let's see what the program will do. It terminates itself by saying you are not old enough to use this program. You can only use this program with the supervision of a parent or family member. So I'm giving the information again. So let's say now my age is 20, so it can continue to work. Please enter daily movement from 0 to 1. Let's say that I don't know what that means, so I would like to find out. Hello there, daily movement is an important piece of our lives to stay healthy. If you have walked more than 10,000 steps or worked out, if you have walked between 5,000 and 10,000 steps, and if you have walked less than 5,000 steps, you can enter 0. Well, today I walked between 5,000 and 10,000 steps, so I'm entering 1. Okay, what's the aim? My aim is to lose weight. My desired weight would be 45. Great. Please confirm you're a user. Now it restarted the program, and to print out the meal plans, it wants me to confirm that I'm a user. Let's give the wrong password first, because my password consisted of one capital letter. So it will print out your password or username is incorrect. Please try again. So I'm entering the right one for now. Okay, it logged into my account. My daily movement today was 1. My weight today was 49. Now, welcome to Beefit. Do you already have an account? Yes, I already have an account. I just created it. My username would be Buse. My password would be Buse2001. And now, logged into my account, my daily movement was 1. My weight today was 49. And then it printed out the meal plans for me. Like for breakfast list, I should eat egg, honey, and walnut. For lunch list, I should eat mussel, pizza. And dinner list, I can eat pizza again. Let's say I want to work it again. Let's say it's a new day, and I would like to enter. And today, I haven't walked at all. My weight today would be 49. Let's see, my breakfast list today, the next day would be egg, tomato, and salami. Lunch list would be green pea, lasagna, and stuffed vegetables with olive oil. And the dinner list would be steak, spinach, and olive oil. And this is how our program works basically. It will work until the user enters a desired weight. These would be our keeping the data, and these are our TXTs, and that's basically it. Thank you for listening.